Hey, it's good to see you again. Thanks for joining me. Uh, I've been racking my brain trying to think of like my earliest memory, and it it showed me that my brain works works weirdly. I don't know, maybe it's not actually weird. Maybe everyone's brain does that. But as I was thinking about my earliest memory, uh, I realized that a lot of my early memories are in like third person view. So like me watching myself do things. And like my parents weren't like big video takers. So I mean, there's no videos of me doing these things. But when I think about these things happening, they're from a third person point of view. And it's like, why? I mean, I wasn't outside my body. Why am I remembering these things from an outside perspective? Like, did my brain just like fabricate events that happened in my life? Like, why am I remembering them in a weird way? And my more recent memories, like I can switch between remembering them in first person and remembering them in third person. Like I didn't see myself doing these things, but I can remember myself like from it's so weird. Like, is that a normal thing? Like why does my brain do that? But anyway, so I have like snippets from my younger years, and those snippets led me to remember kind of a traumatic event. Uh, we were living in my grandparents' old house, and they had a carport with a wooden step, and then you go into the house. And we were all hanging out on the carport, and my dad was sitting on the wooden step, and all of a sudden he goes, "Ow!" And he had like a bumblebee had stung him on the back of the head. I guess there was a bumblebee nest underneath that wooden step. And he was sitting there and he kind of started like nodding off. And my mom would be like, Jeff, you all right? He's like, yeah, I'm fine. And eventually, like, we realized that, he wasn't actually fine. And sorry, there was a weird sound in the woods. Anyway, so he wasn't actually fine. And at that point, my dad was not a small man. Like, he's 6'2", probably weighed between, I can't actually remember how much he weighed, but he was big. Probably close to 300 pounds. And when they went to go get in the car, like, he couldn't walk to the car. So the two guys that were there with us, like, put him, like, grabbed under his arms and, like, dragged him to the car. And we lived out in the middle of nowhere. So to wait for an ambulance would have taken probably 20, 30 minutes. So I don't remember who drove them, but my mom was sitting in the back seat. And she said on the way there, she was plucking chest hairs out to keep him awake. And when they got to the hospital, the doctor did a sternum rub. And my dad was like, "Oh, god damn, that hurts." And the doctor was like, well, if you want to live, stay awake. His blood pressure was like 40 over 0 or 0 over 40. I can't remember whichever. I can't remember which number goes on top and bottom, but there was a 0 in there. And my sister and I stayed with our family friend's mom that was there at our house. Apparently there's someone coming up behind me. So I'll just wait a minute. Hi. Sorry. I wonder how long he's been behind me. It didn't really matter, but anyway. So we stayed the night at, I think we stayed at our own house. I think Mom came back that evening. I think Dad did too. I don't think he was ever admitted, but he was then supposed to carry an EpiPen with him because, they discovered he was allergic, like deathly allergic to bees. And he doesn't carry one with him. But the doctor said that, it could happen every time he gets stung, or it might not ever happen again. So, I don't know. I feel like I have several traumatic memories that get triggered when I think about certain things. I'll have to do another video with it, or with other ones that I remembered while doing this video. Oh, that's a pretty bird. Trying to walk up here to this bush up here. It is so pretty. It's like the most vibrant red. I was hoping that this area would have like prettier scenery or like leaves, but not so much. It's okay. But apparently it's a little further away than I thought it was. You can see the red vibrant, like clear down the hill. But yeah, how do you see things in your brain when you remember things? Do you see them from like a first person perspective, or do you see them from like a third person perspective? Like, it's weird that when I think about my older memories, like why do I see them in third person perspective? I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna show you this bush. It is so beautiful. Look at this bush. It's like one of the prettiest, most vibrant leaf colors I've seen. Oh, what in the world's going on? It's just like shaking back and forth. But anyway, I would love to hear how you guys remember things. All right. Well, thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time. Have a good one. Bye. Oh, shoot. I'm not sure if this is going to work for a while. I haven't used this setting at all. Oh, okay. So, test. Is it picking up my voice? Am I too close to the thing? All right, let's see.